VCDL, and we have Pat Webb here.
Hi, everybody.
Pat is a board member of VCDL and our secretary and our treasurer, and owns a gun shop, and she's a motorcycle rider and a pilot and everything else.
Yeah, almost everything else.
Almost everything else. So the reason we wanted to do this live, and it will also be a video that we'll put on YouTube, is because daily we get messages of, how do I join? When's my membership good for? I joined a little while ago. What's going on? So we figured we'd have kind of like a membership VCDL video. So that's what this is. So how do I join? How do I join?
Well, first let's cover, how do you invite your friends to see this video?
Oh, good.
Yes. So there's a little, at the top of the comments window, there's a little picture of a silhouette of a person with a plus sign. And if you click on that, then you can just go down your entire list of friends and click on the people you want to invite. And that makes it easy to invite more than one person without getting tagged as spam.
Good information. I forgot that last time too. Okay. So how does one join?
Okay, there's a bunch of ways to join. You can go on our vcdl.org page and click on join and follow the prompts there and join online. You can join at a gun show whenever they start up again. You can mail in a membership. You can call us up, which is probably the least preferred way, but those are the basic ways to join the organization.
Generally, if you join at a gun show, you also get in free. So we would love to have you as a member, but we do have to pay the gun show to let you in also. They give us a discount, but if you want to give VCDL the most money for your membership, then join directly with us. But that is a way that you can join, get into the gun show free, but that doesn't give the organization the full punch of your $25. What does the $25 go to?
Well, right now, the majority of the money is going towards fighting the bills that passed in this past General Assembly session. So VCDL, along with Gun Owners of America, have initiated several lawsuits, some of which are being heard right now. The most prominent is getting the ranges open back up, the indoor shooting ranges. Some of them are on hold because the courts right now are only taking emergency cases because of the COVID-19 shutdown and quarantine. So that is one of the major things that membership dues goes for. We, as an organization, we have very, very few paid employees. 5 at the moment, to be exact. So, and that was part of what I wanted to touch on this. The membership backlog right now, we've had a lot of people say, well, why don't you just hire some more people to do that? Well, we could, but there's 2 important factors there. One, we safeguard your information, and we don't want to bring in temporary help and have that potential exposure to people that we've not had the opportunity to vet properly and make sure that we're safeguarding your information. The other is, we don't want to divert funds away from the fight to defend your rights. So we are asking that everyone be patient while we work through this backlog without bringing on an army of extra help to get through it in a couple of weeks, so that we can keep fighting the fight, and we can also process your memberships in a timely manner. Now, we do want to make it clear that people that have joined in December, January, February, your membership is going to be good through September 30th of 2021. Normally it would be January forward would go into the 2021 membership year, but we've added December to that because we realize that it's been inconvenient for a lot of you that are waiting for your membership packets to come.
But they are members right now, even though they don't actually
Yes.
have the card.
You are all, if you've sent in your money, no matter what method you sent it in, you are a member in good standing.
Even if you paid at a gun show, paid online, have your PayPal receipt, whatever, we're working on those just in line. Yeah, pre lobby day of this year, when we had thousands, tens of thousands of people there at a gun show. I used to work at the gun shows a lot. You do have to be a member to work a VCDL event or VCDL gun show, but as a member, you sign people up. And we used to turn in sign-up sheets and have contests like, we signed 80 people up on Saturday. This is great. And the Sunday people would be like, we signed up 85, so we beat you. There were days after this lobby day that 1,000 people signed up in one day. And that's a little bit of the reason for the backlog.
Right. As a matter of fact, during the months of December and January, it was not at all uncommon to receive between 500 and 1,000 membership applications in a day. There were many, many days during those 2 months that were like that. And that's why we're so backed up right now.
I see a question on the screen about how about answering why we should want to join?
Well, there's a number of reasons. The most important one in my mind is to be a part of the fight to defend your right to defend yourself. So it helps in a number of ways. First off, monetarily, it does fund the lawsuits and it funds the lobbying. It funds the candidate surveys that we send out every year, and then we give you the results of those surveys so you can make informed decisions come election time. But it also, just the sheer numbers of members, when we go to the General Assembly, for instance, when we go to the 2021 session, we'll be able to say that, you know, last year when you tried to shove all of this gun control through, our membership tripled or quadrupled or whatever the final count ends up being. And that gives us clout when we go. It speaks volumes to the people in the General Assembly because all of those people are now going to go out and vote. And they know this.
You could certainly see. Yeah, you can certainly see the volumes of that by the number of people that showed up at the sanctuary cities and counties. Sometimes in some cities and counties, 4,000 and 5,000 people.
Yes. Yeah. In little bitty counties, right, there were 2,000 and 3,000 people that showed up. So, and it speaks volumes because normally at a board of supervisors meeting, you might see 10, 15, 20 people show up. For 100 people or 500 people to show up is impressive, but for 2,000 people to show up is astronomical. And they have to be saying to themselves, those can't all be conservative Republicans or whatever. It spans the gamut of demographics. You have people from all walks of life that are now suddenly interested in the fact that the General Assembly is definitely trying to take our guns. And they made that clear this past session.
Do memberships, people have asked me, if I get a membership, do I get a secret login to the VCDL.org website? Do I get to be on the VA alert? Do I get Facebook memberships or all that type of stuff? Anybody can sign up for our free VA alert email list that also is available on our website, vcdl.org. So you get that whether you're a member or not. It's free. It gives you action items on when to contact your lawmakers about things. Right now, we're looking for eyes and ears in every locality in the state that tell us what type of things their local board of supervisors and councils are doing and working on if it has to do with gun control. So you get the VA alert for free. Anybody can follow us on the VCDL Facebook page. Anybody can join the VCDL group. You just have to follow the rules that go along with those particular items. The videos like this are posted on our YouTube channel and we post on Instagram. So all of that you can do whether you're a member or not. The only thing we ask you to do is join us to be counted as a member. Now, years ago, we used to run a VCDL discounts page where there would be local restaurants or car dealerships or HVAC companies, all of these people that said, hey, VCDL and members, we appreciate what you do, and we'd like to give you a discount if you have a VCDL card. That kind of trickled away and went by the wayside. And we're going to fire that back up. In fact, we've got a team that was working on that, and we have found as we started to try and contact businesses to find out if they want to participate, two things happen. Number one, the businesses have been closed and the people aren't there. And number two, they're at the bottom of the barrel right now, just trying to keep the lights on and keep from foreclosing, that they said, wait till we open and have some business coming in, and then we'll be happy to sign up for the discount program. So that also lets membership catch up a little bit with issuing the cards and whatnot. So basically you'd go into a place, show your VCDL card, get 10, 15% off their products or services. And if you use those vendors that support us, the savings that you get over the year will actually be more than pay for your own VCDL membership. So that's what the discounts program is all about.
Yes, and there are vendors out there right now. For instance, my gun shop, not to shamelessly plug or anything, but I'd give a $10 discount on transfers to any VCDL member.
And what's the name of that gun shop?
I won't mention it here. People can do the research. Yeah. But there are other gun dealers out there that they're doing a business right now, and they do give discounts to VCDL members. So yes, there are ongoing discounts. There's also some of the concealed carry legal plans that give discounts to members, and you can see a comparison of those on our website. Now, the comparison is there for everybody, and actually, when I did that research and made that chart, the people that offer the legal plans actually contacted us and wanted to know if they could share it, because they were all on board with that. And a lot of them do give discounts or donate money to VCDL when you join, or they do both. Some of them actually do both. Some of them said they gave us the choice. We can either give the money to VCDL or we can give the discount to the members. And VCDL said, give the discount to the members, because we want to offer them something for their $25 besides the warm and fuzzy feeling of being part of that head count and part of the financial supporting the defense of gun rights. I saw a question scroll through here. If we can switch gears real quick. Somebody said that they had joined in November and haven't gotten their packet yet. So membership is currently working on December 16th. They just started with December 16th today. If you joined before December 1st and you have not gotten your packet yet, first off, check your spam folders and see if you have an email there from VCDL membership. And because sometimes, especially with the people that joined at gun shows, she can't read what was on the application. Maybe the ink got smeared, maybe the writing was, maybe you're a doctor or something like that. Doctor, lawyer, whatever. But anyway, sometimes she can't read, or the card doesn't process correctly or something, and she will send an email to clarify information. Or maybe there's a name similar to yours in the database, and she wants to make sure that if it's the same person and you moved, she can update your address so we don't get duplicates. So do check your spam folders. And if there's not an email there from VCDL membership, then you can send an email to membership@vcdl.org and say, I joined in November or whatever it was, and I haven't gotten my packet yet. And we'll track it down and try to figure out what's happened and get you your membership packet.
And give her as much information as you can, you know, your emails, possible other email that she might have it under, membership number if you remember before, phone number, address, email, all that stuff, so she can try different ways to look you up and find you.
Right. And no, you don't have to live in Virginia or own a gun to be a member. The other thing I wanted to talk about while we're on the subject of emails is we have gotten quite a few emails lately where people are using Outlook as their email manager. And if you have, say, a Gmail account or a Yahoo account and you're using Outlook to send your email, Outlook has all of a sudden started using some weird Outlook dash random numbers and letters at outlook.com, and we cannot reply to those emails. So if you don't have a phone number in there or include your email in the signature line or something like that, we have no way of getting back to you. And I know of about 4 that came in the last couple of days that were like that. And I apologize. It's not that we're ignoring you. We answer all the emails and all the voicemails, but if the email bounces there and there's no other contact information, there's nothing that we can do. So please, when you're sending your emails, also include a phone number if you can.
Now, I've gifted some friends, some gun owners. I'm like, have you joined VCDL yet? Oh, no, I've been too busy. I've been whatever. And I'm like, you know what? Here you go. I'm giving you a membership. And I've bought a couple of memberships for my friends. What is the proper way? Because the way I did it might not have been the proper way, but what is the proper way to gift somebody a membership?
Okay, so if you're going through the website and you're checking out via PayPal, you can change the ship to address, name and address, to the name and address of the person you're gifting to, and then in the comments put gift membership. If PayPal doesn't give you that option, go ahead and complete the PayPal transaction. And then when PayPal sends you the confirmation email, just reply to that email and it will go to both me as the treasurer and to our membership director. And in big bold letters, say, this is a gift membership for, and then put the name and address, phone number, and email of the person you're giving the membership to. You can also sign people up with the paper forms and mail them in or do it at gun shows.
A question I get a lot on answering the Facebook page is, can I join for life? Is there a lifetime membership? And if there isn't, why not?
There is not right now because our bylaws specifically state that memberships are for 1 year. And changing the bylaws takes a vote from the executive members. There are voting members. And that change has not been put through and approved yet. The other thing was we were consulting with our corporate attorney because when I spoke with him about changing to lifetime memberships, he said that it could possibly affect if we wanted to have a federal political action committee in the future. So we're talking with him to make sure that we word everything properly if and when we do make those life memberships. And that way it would not jeopardize if we should decide to do a federal PAC in the future.
I also realize, and this is my personal opinion, is sometimes when people are a member and they send in that $25 and they mail it in if they got a reminder or something, there's a little box there that says, do you want to give VCDL an extra $10 to fight the fight? So then instead of sending in 25, they send in 35. And then next year, same thing happens. They might give 20 extra dollars this time. Lifetime membership, they don't do that because I'm a lifetime member of another gun organization that I haven't been very happy with, and they haven't gotten any money of me, even though I'm a life member. They keep sending me many magazines and be an endowment member and do all this, but I just haven't given them any more money. And as an organization that's fighting so hard and being so successful at fighting for our rights, I would like to have the opportunity to have the membership give as often as they can. And that's just a reminder to be like, hey, we're here. In fact, that was one of the questions that somebody asked and scrolling through. They're like, is there a way to give to VCDL $10 a month, $20 a month or whatever? I don't know if there's like a subscription in PayPal or anything like that. Is there a way to give on a continual basis yet?
I don't know if there's a way in PayPal to set up a recurring payment. I think you can go in your PayPal account and click on send money and actually set up a recurring payment that would send money to VCDL, and the email address that you would send to would be paypal@vcdl.org, and you can set it up on your end.
And if you don't want VCDL or don't want PayPal to get any of the fees, everybody nowadays banks online and has bill pay.
Right.
You can certainly set up a bill pay payment to VCDL and say, every payday send VCDL $10.
You can do that, and you would just send it to the membership address, and it's on our website. If you click on vcdl.org/join, JOIN, there is an address, a mailing address for a post office box in Fredericksburg for membership. And that would be the address that you would use to send those donations to if you want to have your bank issue a check monthly or every paycheck or whatever.
Well, I know we've been on for 20 minutes and we kind of thought this would be 20 or 30 minutes. And I think without seeing other questions that we have there, I see that there's 2 more questions that we wanted to touch on. And that was, is my membership or contribution tax deductible? And
the membership right now is not tax deductible. We are a 501c4. We are looking at the possibility of setting up a 501c3 tax deductible legal defense fund, but it has to go through the IRS and get approval. So that is not set up yet. And it will, you know how the government gears turn very slowly. So it will be a little while before that happens.
And if and when that does happen, a lot of people also email in and say, can you set up the VCDL on Amazon for Amazon Prime to get a couple pennies every time the Prime happens? And that would also link those 2 together and make that a possibility.
Correct. But the Prime has to be a 501c3. VCDL is currently not eligible for that because we're not a C3.
And speaking of taxes and politics, can you explain the difference between the VCDL and the VCDL PAC and who does any endorsing?
Okay. I'll do it as quickly as I can. So the VCDL PAC is a political action committee. It is a committee of the VCDL. It is not a nonprofit. It is a committee. It has a separate tax identification number. VCDL as a 501c4 can lobby, but they cannot endorse a candidate. So VCDL sends out candidate surveys, collects data, goes to the General Assembly every year, and attends the committee meetings, testifies at the committee meetings, and fights for your rights. They take the voting records and the responses to the candidate surveys and give those to the Political Action Committee, which is a committee that's appointed by the president of VCDL. And the Political Action Committee takes contributions. They only survive off of contributions from people like you. And they use those contributions to run political advertisements that can endorse a candidate. They can donate to campaigns of certain candidates, and they make endorsements based on the responses to the surveys, voting records, and other actions that the individual candidates have taken. So before they make their endorsements, the Political Action Committee has a conference and they discuss the pros and cons of the candidates, and then they decide by vote which ones they will endorse, if any. The PAC has a policy that they will not endorse any candidate that does not fill out the survey. That is regardless of the candidate's voting record or anything else. And the reason for that is that we made that policy a long time ago, because if a candidate is not willing to put it in writing how they stand on a subject and sign that piece of paper, then we feel like they're not strong enough to back us up when the going gets tough, right? So if they're not willing to put it in writing, then we're not willing to back them.
Okay, thank you for that. I think we're kind of at the end of the chat. If people have questions that we didn't answer here, and again, share this with your friends. It will be on YouTube tonight, so that you don't have to watch it and see us. You can listen to it if you're still going to and from work. You can listen to it on the way to just have that general knowledge about how things are going. If you have a question that didn't get answered here, you can certainly go to the Facebook page and ask us on Facebook, or you can send an email. And what's the best email for them to email with the question, Pat?
If it's a question about membership, they can either email me, secretary@vcdl.org, and that's probably the best thing to do, because then it won't stop our membership director from processing the applications to answer the emails. If they have general questions about VCDL, they can email leadership@vcdl.org or ask the questions on the Facebook page. Okay. And Jonathan asked about the bowling pin shoot that was planned in Louisa. Quickly, we don't have a rescheduled date yet, but it will be rescheduled. So watch the Facebook page. It will be posted there when it is.
Yeah, watch the Facebook page, and also make sure you check out the vcdl.org website and click on events, because right now with the whole COVID thing, a lot of events are canceled and whatnot, but we do generally have like the bowling alley pin shoot and things like that. The membership meetings, they're generally on that calendar on the vcdl.org page, because a lot of times on Facebook, the things scroll and you miss dated items the way they have it set up. So.
Right. And if there's something that you would like us to have another live broadcast on, just a little short 20-30-minute broadcast, send us a message on the Facebook page and we'll see about having another meeting just like this on a different subject. And John Linton, yes, Lobby Day is always on MLK Day in January.
And they're always in session. You know, when we say we're going to Lobby Day on Martin Luther King Day, we'll get hundreds of emails going, you know, the General Assembly's closed because it's a holiday, right? That's not true. They're open.
They are open.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Pat.
Good night, everybody, for jumping on.
Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Good night.